Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. Today I have a huge correction for you on tap. This is my cousin Josh that you've seen in my videos before's girlfriend and my lifelong friend Beth. She applied an all over Lightener application and I told her to leave it alone and come see me immediately tomorrow. This will make a great tutorial and boy wasn't I right. Because this is something that happens very often for us hairdressers, I decided to do a video on it since I haven't had a video on something like this before. Of course, we have people that try to DIY all the time and it takes a turn for the worst. So today, to fix this, I'm going to be doing a full baby light, baby low light, and a simple paint between. When doing something like this, it's easy to get a little bit overwhelmed, but keep it simple and try not to overthink it and take small steps.
What does perfect even mean? Is there even such a thing? Ooh, can we switch up all the rules and imagine a utopia? Darling, I'm just so fed up with.
So since her hair for the first few inches was virgin, it didn't lift as light. It's a perfect level 7, however. And then she has a minor band of green followed by overprocessed ends. Where that green comes from, I do not know. I knew we were going to be doing some kind of haircut transformation, so I did overlap to even everything out, knowing we'd be cutting off her dead ends. That's exactly why I didn't cut first like I normally would have. I am using Oxycur in 20 volume with a 1/16 ounce of Olaplex all over the entire head. Even on the Teased dropouts, I'll be doing a little later on in the session.
These expectations, they keep weighing me down. My heart is begging me to get the hell out of my head. I'm gonna live inside the upside down for a minute and pretend, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, whoa, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, whoa, and if I say it enough, it gets ingrained in my head, and I start to see, honey, I'm a perfect 10.
When trying to add life to a client who applies all over Lightener application, I do that paint between as I mentioned a moment ago. Just a paint between and Lightener wouldn't tie everything together like I would want it to, so I am also adding in a low light every few foils when I feel it's needed. A big trick of mine when taking my client's lighter is adding a low light. This will prevent the hair from looking washed out. It will fill a little of it, which will add shine and give the hair all over healthier look. My favorite go-to low light for my very light level 910 blondes is Goldwell Colorance 7N, with a quarter of the formula being 7G. It's beautiful. Not too dark, but just enough. Totally perfect. When it comes to low lighting, most clients will say they want no warmth, make it ashy, but we have to remember anything above a level 7 has to be filled. This is why I always do 3/4 of my formula a neutral and a quarter of my formula the warm filler. This will prevent the warmth from becoming overbearing. I find warm tones and colors have a bad rep here in the industry, but I find they can be beautiful if done correctly. Clients just always put warm colors into the same category of the nasty red, copper, and gold underlying pigment colors. But it's not the same at all whatsoever. We have to take our time to educate our clients because controlled warmth can really, really richen up a color and make it beautiful.
I live inside the upside down. Ingrained in my head, and I start to see, honey, Expectations, they keep weighing me down. My heart is begging me to get the hell out of my head. I'm gonna live inside the upside down for a minute and pretend, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, and if I say it enough, it gets ingrained in my head, and I start to think, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Honey, I'm a, yeah.
So now I'm wrapping up my baby lights and my baby lowlights around the entire head, and now it's time for me to go mix up my paint between formula. I am going to go in between every single foil and apply my paint between color, staggering it between 1 to 3 inches, making every single one different. I don't want them all to be the same. I want to prevent any harsh lines from forming. My formula will be Colorance 7N, 7NA. Now here's where it can get a little tricky and dicey. Normally I would have some warmth in between my paint between formula, but because she's a level 7 copper, which is all the underlying pigment that was exposed from her application of a lightener the night prior, I need to counteract that copper, so I'm using half 7Ns, half 7NA. Keep in mind when doing this, I can't drag it past the copper line, because if I do, it will definitely turn her blonde ends green since they're so porous and light. No warmth is in this formula, so we have to be very, very careful. This is why I love 20 volume. So even, right? All right, so stay tuned.
What does perfect even mean? Is there even such a thing? Ooh, can we switch up all the rules and imagine a utopia? Darling, I'm just so fed up with these expectations. They keep weighing me down. My heart is begging me to get the hell out of my head. I'm gonna live inside the upside down for a minute and pretend, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, whoa, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, whoa, and if I say it enough, it gets ingrained in my head, and I start to see, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Honey, I'm a, yeah. Yeah, I've discussed it with myself, and I'm disgusted with the way we're told to have a certain face, a certain weight before.
Alright, so once we were done applying the baby lights, low lights, paint between, and Teased dropout, she processed for a grand total of 40 minutes. I then shampooed her using my Ride or Die Olaplex number 4, and then I applied the number 2 Olaplex treatment on her mids and ends. I followed that with detangling her, then I split her down the middle and began her root shadow. I really wanted to tap her, but there was still some color that needed to be counteracted, so I brought it down between 1 to 2 inches, which in my book is considered a shadow, and I'm using my Holy Grail Redken Shade DQ. My formula is 3/4 AN and 1/4 of ANA.
We are in pixels on a screen. No, we're human. We breathe. Every single thing we see curated. It's overrated. These expectations, they keep weighing me down. My heart is begging me to get the hell out of my head. I'm gonna live inside the upside down for a minute and pretend, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, and if I say it enough, it gets ingrained in my head, and I start to think, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Honey, I'm a, yeah.
So I'm blending her root shadow with Bath Pack Silver Bullet Detangling Brush. It's great for wet hair, dry hair, blending color, everything you could think of under the sun. I'll put their Instagram here below and in my description box so you can check them out. They have mini brushes, paddle brushes, round brushes, oil, and more. Tell them Brett Ryan has sent you. So for her all-over toner, I am using my favorite blonde toner ever, which is Goldwell Colorance 10V 10P equal parts. I'm going to rinse off her shadow in the Olaplex No. 2 treatment, tone her, mush it in, give her a nice head massage as I emulsify the toner, which I love doing. And I love doing it at the bowl just in case I do need to rinse sooner or anything like that. And it kind of gives my clients a head massage as well.
What does perfect even mean? Is there even such a thing? Ooh, can we switch up all the rules and imagine a utopia? Darling, I'm just so fed up with these expectations. They keep weighing me down. My heart is begging me to get the hell out of my head. I'm gonna.
And we are finished. Another one is now in the history books. Can you guys believe these results? We are totally obsessed. We ended up chopping several inches off of her hair and gave her a new do to die for. You don't always have to go brunette for fall. Give me a thumbs up and share my channel and video with friends and family who might be interested and enjoy my content. Leave video ideas down yonder in the comment section of what you want to see below. Also follow my Instagram pages for daily content and hair education. They're both linked down below. Do not forget to subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. Beginning in a few weeks, I will begin posting 3 times a week. No, you're not hearing things. Yes, I said it. 3 times a week. I'm going to have one-on-one tutorials like this as always. Full days at the salon, behind the scenes, hauls, travel vlogs, regular vlogs, whatever you want to see, let me know down below. Give me ideas. And until the next one, guys. So long for now.
With the way we're told to have a certain face, I stood and wait because we aren't pixels on a screen. No, we're human, we breathe. Every single thing we see curated, it's overrated. These expectations, they keep weighing me down. My heart is begging me to